probably, let me see. I'm thinking of I think I want to go, maybe I'm going to go kind of normal. I'm going to do a not too exaggerated picture here. So I'm going to start from my eye shape I'm going to go from my eye shape down, probably using something like maybe like a small flower pot shape with a small base at the bottom, something like that, right? And then I'm going to put my little ear shape over here, just like that. Okay. And then from here, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go around here, just above the top of the eye with a light line before I go into my forehead shape, which is going to be something like almost like an M shape, but with flatness at the top. So what I'm thinking here is something like an M, right? But the M is kind of different looking. It kind of comes down, and then it just kind of does like this. So we can just keep it simple. We just want a simple version of that person. So now here I'm always aware of where my center line is. So it looks like I'm on point with that. I can go ahead and now we can draw our hair shape. So what I'll do here, I'm thinking of a ramp, almost like a, you know what? I'll tell you what I'll do real quick on the side here. What I'm telling you, what I'm thinking, then you'll see the connection between what I'm thinking. Okay, hey, how you doing, Flode? Bonjour, bonjour. So I'm thinking of something like this. Okay, and if you can picture a person like on a bike, right, like this, right, doing like some tricks off of the ramp, right? Can you picture that right there? So that's what I'm gonna do right here. I'm gonna make this shape, but I'm gonna do some little fuzziness up here, and then I'm gonna come down with it right here. See what I'm saying? This is the side of it. See? So that's what I did, and then at the back, I'm gonna drop straight down here, but with a broken line. Okay, so something like that, and then over here, I'll do the same thing. Okay, so that's what I was thinking of. All right, now let me see here. Let's translate some more shapes. Let's do a neck shape here. I'm thinking of what am I thinking of? Well, what's happening here is literally the neck's coming down here like this, but I'm going to move it in a little bit so that it's not so far behind the ear, even though in the picture it's like that. Here I don't have to do it because I'm going to make her neck a little smaller. So I'm going to do like an underbite of the neck, and then I'm going to come straight down from that underbite. You know what I mean? Something like that. So that'll be like an accurate depiction of a neck. And if I'm thinking about that shape as something, I guess, let me see here. We can think of it like let me see, what is that right there? Let me think. Let's draw it by itself and isolate it and see what it looks like. What's that look like? It looks like it's like a flag almost. That's what it looks like to me, like a flag. You know what I mean? Can you see the same? And then the only thing it has like a little thing here. So that's really what I did right here then, right? Okay. All right. Let me see here. We're going to go to our brow shape. So I left this little indentation here to tell me where my brows are going to go to. So I want her shape to be kind of lifted up here and just to the side. So I'm going to do something like this, right? I don't want them to have too much dominance, so I'm going to use really thin lines here. Okay, kind of like that. And then I'm going to go to my nose shape. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go to my eye shape. So for this eye shape here, I'm going to use, you know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use these shapes here. So this is what they look like to me. This. All right. But only thing, they're kind of squeezed in a little bit. Can you see it? So if I go in on the eye shape just a little bit, All right, we'll see something that looks like it's kind of, is there smaller shapes? I might be able to even get away with using a triangle. Let me see if that might be better. I don't know. Maybe we can use a triangle. Let's see. Yeah, let's use that. Yeah, yeah, and then we can just squeeze them in, and then yeah. Okay, yeah, definitely we can get away with that. That's exactly what we were looking for. So I decided to go with this shape instead, and then I'll go ahead and go to my nose shape here. So when I do the nose shape, what I'm gonna concentrate just on the ball of the nose. I really don't care about the rest of it. I can add that on the end, but I want that ball of the nose to really stick out. So I'm gonna kind of wrap around it a little bit before I come out here and do this. You see what I'm saying? Now what I'll do is I'll add the other side of my nose, just a little piece of it, so I don't overcompensate, and then we can just kind of do this little drop down into the face. That looks great. All right, and let's put some eyelashes here, just a little bit. Right? Even though we don't see them in the picture, we'll still add some little eyelashes there. Okay, now we got to get that mouth shape in. Very powerful mouth shape. I like this mouth because it's at the 3/4 view. So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna first of all outline where I want this mouth to go to. So I'm gonna go. I want to get the energy of that smile first, like out here, and then what I'll do is I'm gonna drop down and come around. So I'm gonna drop down, light line, and then I'm gonna come around into this shape here, and then I'm going to come down with the teeth, right? And then I'm gonna go down, and then I'm gonna do some more teeth here like these, and then I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna put my bottom lip like that. I'm gonna build it in layers, right? Something like that, right? That's a big smile right there, right? All right, and then we'll just go ahead and put our little teeth in there like that. Okay. All right. So you know what? I think that one came out pretty cool. We can maybe add a little shadow or dimension to it. We don't have to do that, but I'm just gonna do it for this picture here. Okay. So let's back out a little bit. Pretty good, decent caricature of her. Okay. Let me see here. All right. Let's see here. So I'm going to add a little bit of shadows in here, just a little bit. So we're going to do something that does like this, that, and I'm just drawing some supporting lines. Just think of this as that's how I think of it, supporting lines. Right? That's how I always think of my. There we go, like that. Right? Okay, not there. Okay. And then we're gonna do something like that. Something like that. And then you know what, we can just kind of add some little spikies to the hair right here on the front of our little ramp, right? See how our little ramp, and then on the side you can see the ramp kind of has a sideways line like that. And okay, so I think that's all we needed to do for that one, right? Okay. I'm using, this is just a it's a knockoff of a Crayola marker. It's the same marker you can get from let me see if I can find an actual. So it's the same thing as this one. It's just that it doesn't have Crayola written on it. If you look at them, they're exactly the same marker. The tips are virtually the same, right? So they don't look really too much different. The tips are what I'm concerned about, so that's about the same right there. But yeah, that's what I'm using. Okay, let me put that back here. We can actually use this Crayola. Maybe we'll use one later. Okay, so now that we did our first caricature, what we're going to do now is we know what shapes we want to use, but how can we manipulate those shapes and do different things with the picture? Okay, now first of all, as a disclaimer, my caricatures are generally going to be along these lines, but every now and then some caricaturists like to exaggerate, in which case I have nothing against you. In that case, I'm going to show you so we can open up your freedom of expression. Kind of, I'm going to run through these and try to make a different version of the same person. So what can I do to make a different version? Well, let me see here. I could use these same shapes that I had, right? But this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the interface, okay? And I'm going to do, let me see. I think that the eyes and the nose shape, maybe if I made them smaller and made the smile bigger, would that work for this picture? I'm trying to think. If I squeezed and made the jawline bigger, I don't know. Or maybe if I made the mouth bigger within the face shape, like kind of brought it all the way out. Like, let me see what I can do here. I'm just gonna try something. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see if I can make a mouth that is. All right. So I'm gonna drop it down here. Okay. So that's my mouth shape, and I'm gonna open up that mouth shape just a little bit, and I'm gonna make it kind of like so. I'm just going to draw the shapes of the teeth. Okay. See, and also, you know, when I'm drawing, hey, Jan Lee, how are you? Okay. When I'm drawing my features, notice how, like, I know a lot of caricatures, they'll put a lot of teeth. They try to want lines in between their teeth. That stuff doesn't make the person look more like them. Maybe the gum line, you can add that in, but other than that, you really don't need all of those lines and stuff in the teeth. It doesn't, I feel like it makes the picture too busy. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Cuddy, it was pretty great. How was my drawing? Oh, it was great. It was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. Thank you for asking. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put my nose shape here. I'm gonna make it small in relation to the mouth, because I want my mouth to be the center of my drawing. So because I've been drawing a while, I like to, when I make a sentence, I want a subject. I need a subject. What do we remember how we have the subject and the predicate and all that? Remember in the sentence, well, I want a subject. So I want something that's the main idea. So the main idea, if we're telling a story here, is how her smile is so, right? It's very, right? So I want that strength in the smile. So everything is going to conform to my storyline about the smile and how the smile overtook the nose, right? And then how we gonna actually, let's see how we're gonna do this. What if we put our shape here? We'll go ahead and just do this here, right? Okay, we're gonna keep everything kind of in classic proportion. Okay, and you know what? I'm gonna do that. Those are the eyebrows right there. So hopefully this works out. All right, and then we're gonna do some very small eye shapes, like almost like little bitty eye shapes. You're gonna really squeeze them in there. We're gonna turn it up, right? We're gonna really turn it up a little bit in there. All right, there we go. We're gonna really put some expression and stuff in there. All right. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put that flower pot shape, but we're gonna widen it up just a little bit. Not so much, but just a little bit, where I can get, you know what I mean? I want to get this little curve over the top like this, and then I want to come really in close as I can push it. Okay, I want the lip to kind of come outside of the face too, so I'm just going to let it come out here, and then I'm going to go down underneath that lip and come up, and then over here I'm going to go from the lip, this shape here. I can go ahead and go, I actually can just go ahead with the other side of the flower pot and just do something like this here. Right there we go, you see that? And then we'll put like a little ear shape here. Okay, cool. So we just did a little bit of exaggerating there, right? We really turned up our mouth shape. Right? And now we're going to do the top of our head. So we're going to use the same shape. We're just going to transfer it over here. Right? So let's just go here. Then we'll go around the brow shape with a light line. And now what we're going to do is we're going to foreshorten. So we're going to drop the forehead down, because since we went kind of wide here, what I did was I'm pushing the energy here so that the energy goes out to a triangle almost. So when I'm drawing this shape, it's very important that I think triangle when I'm doing the features, right? So when I'm going here, you see how it doesn't lose the likeness, and then I'll come here and add like my little neck shape or my little flag, but a little thin flag, right? Like that. Now let's go ahead and put our ramp, right? We need our ramp in there. So we're going to do, once again, we're going to go with a little, we don't want to go too big because we don't want to take away from our mouth shape, okay? Because remember, the subject is here. So we're going to go here. We're going to come down. Remember, this is our little ramp, right? And then we're just going to add the back to it, right? And now there we go. We got something going on here. Now we can just go ahead and add some little hairs here, right? And you see how I triangled everything so that my energy is flowing like this, right? So that's a different flow for the energy, right? Here, everything was kind of straight up and down. Not a lot of exaggeration in any one spot. What I did was, this is a mild exaggeration. Okay, this is a little bit more. This is like I would say this is like a mid exaggeration. You know, we got something very middle here. Okay, just like that. Okay, and let's put a little, we got the tongue shape in there. Okay, cool. All right, and then we'll just, like that. There we go. Look at that. All right, we can actually just go ahead and make this shape right here a little bit there, so that it looks cool. Yeah, there we go. So you see what I did? Make that line here so that the bottom part just kind of comes from up underneath there. You know what I'm saying? So that looks real funny, right? Okay, so now we got two different exaggerations, but something a little bit fun, a little bit more, turned up. And then we can once again add some little shapes in there like this, right? Okay. See that? Okay. So this would be exaggeration number 2. Now, what else can we do? So we went from 1 to 2. All right. Now, a third exaggeration. What would be something we could do that could help you out in a third exaggeration? Let me see here. Maybe I could do, let's think about this. So it seems like the triangle works pretty good for her. I don't know if I could maintain a likeness and go in a complete complete opposite energy, right? In other words, downplay the smile and make the eyes big, more the focus. So in order to do that, I'm gonna have to draw the picture on a with a completely different energy. So where you can see my energy going down here, now I'm gonna go up with the energy. So I'm gonna follow the path this way, okay? Wait, let me see. How can I? Let me see. Let me see. I would really have to push it. No, I'm gonna follow the energy a completely different way. I'm gonna go like this with the energy. So I'm gonna do something like, I'm gonna go this way. So watch how my picture flows with my arrows while I'm doing this, right? All right, so let's see here. What I'm gonna do here then is I'm gonna make the eyes out a little bit wider, right? So I'm gonna do something like this, and I can do it with the head shape first if I want to, right? Which that might be an easier way for you guys to follow me. So that's what I'm gonna do. No, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna go with this shape first. I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna move everything out a little bit. So I'm gonna widen up the brow shape, and then I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna make these shapes a little longer. So I'm gonna make them longer shapes. Okay, like that, right? With some little eyelashes, right? All right. So, all right. Now, what am I going to do here? All right. So everything's going to get smaller progressively. So, I'm going to keep this close to the shape a little bit. So let me see here. I might go something like this, right? And then I'm going to push the mouth shape in so that it's coming out like this. Still strengthen the smile, but I'm going to push everything the opposite direction. Okay? Okay, so it's a completely different idea. All right, now then we go here, and we're going to do the same. We're going to kind of go with a tapered look here. So we're going to taper into the face. We're going to go with a small chin, right? And then we're going to do the same thing over here and bring our flower pot around. Okay, and we're going to do a little bit of a larger shape up here. Not long, but larger. Okay. So we'll make the ear poke out from this side over here. Now, when we get to the top of the head, I'm going to make it a lot wider and bigger. So I'm going to go out, and then I'm going to go up with my shape. I'm going to come around. I'm going to line up with my center line here. I'm going to come around again. Okay. And then I'm going to come down, and I'm going to drop down into the shape here. Now, when we get to the top of it, we're going to have to make our top part a little bit. So we're going to go bigger up here. So we want to turn this up now. So we're going to put the ramp up here. We're just going to kind of do like this. I'm right at the edge here, so I'm pushing it. I can't even see where I'm at. Oh, wait, how much paper do I have left? Oh, I got just enough. I really would have made it larger than that, but it's okay. Then we'll come down, right? And then we're going to go here. So everything got larger, right? We can see the side of our ramp here, right? Remember, we had the ramp right here. Got the ramp right there, right? Same shape. We're just manipulating a shape that we already understand. This is how you exaggerate. Okay? So now I'm going to go here with a smaller neck. So I'm going to really drop my neck in here and make everything super small right here. So she looks a completely different idea, right? And we, surprisingly, we didn't really lose all of the likeness by doing it this way. In fact, I think it's kind of funny. Okay? So now we'll just add a little bit of, we can add a little bit of shadow here. Okay. So let's see what happens here. Okay. Okay. I might need to add this little piece over here just a little bit. Okay. 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 So that was our third exaggeration of her face. Okay. All right. So, as you can see here again, all of the energy went kind of like this way. So, I always think of everything like once again, I think of basic shapes in my head to tell me how I want to draw my pictures. You know what I mean? So do I want something that's square? Do I want something that's triangular? Do I want something that's very long and like a long rectangle? What am I trying to accomplish? And then that helps you to be able to form your picture. So here, once again, we started out, we have three different energies, right? We got a straight up and down, mild exaggeration, just a little bit of softening of the features, leaving a lot of things out. Here we went with, once again, the energy up top, transferring all the energy to the bottom of the balloon. Therefore, this was the centerpiece of my picture. And then I kind of downplayed everything or made everything fit toward my exaggeration. Okay. And I usually only exaggerate one thing. So you can, whatever this is, everything kind of conforms to it, but never overpowers it. Then we have, once again, the third exaggeration, where I went with a completely opposite idea. I feel like it looks like her, but I feel like you see where this exaggeration may not be like, I don't think it would be, you know what I mean? Like, even though it could be her in a in a multiverse, I don't feel like I would do this one for somebody. Like, if I did it live, I usually try to stay around here because I figure this is what most people like. In other words, less is truly best. You know what I mean? This right here and this, my wife would never let me give this to you as a picture I drew. She'd be like, I don't like mild and I don't like extreme. So anyway, Shrunken Appleheads, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Again, guys, welcome to the stream. My name is Harry. I'm a professional caricature artist, so I do this for a living. I teach caricature online. If you ever want to take a class with me, you can take classes with me. If you want to learn about how to get into caricature, I definitely I definitely can show you, give you a few pointers and a few tips. Also, hello there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, you did? Well then, you see that subscribe button below? Push it. And after, push the bell icon next to it and select the all option. Then you will get notifications of all new uploaded videos and when I go live. Oh yeah. So thanks for watching and subscribing, and check out these other videos
for more cool stuff. Have a great day and happy penciling.